Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Yoga Infusion, and especially welcome if you are new. I'm super excited to have you on our channel. My name is Dylan, and this is Miette, and as you can see, she's in the cone of shame, so I thought it best to just let her stay where she is. She's a little bit grumpy these days. Today's class is a little bit different for our channel. Tomorrow is a new moon, and the new moon is a time to go inward and really begin to think about what you want to bring into your life, what you want to manifest, as well as what you need to let go of, what you need to release in order to manifest those things that you desire. We are going to work with pranayama, so we're going to work with some breath work to create energy in the body in the way that we want, to stimulate the energy in the body in the way that we want. And we're also going to work with mudras or hand gestures that will also aid in the connection with Mother Earth, with grounding, with that feminine energy that we are going to be feeling throughout this practice. So without further ado, I'll meet you on the mat. So we'll begin today in Sukhasana, easy pose. So come and find your way either onto a cushion or onto the mat. Find a comfortable seat, cross your legs in front of you, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Bring the palms face up first onto the knees and close the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again like this, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Letting the shoulders relax even further down the back, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And now release that breath and come back to your natural rhythm. Keeping the eyes closed, the seat heavy. And taking the time now to set an intention for this practice, perhaps for this new moon. And the intention is that we will not push or strive for anything during this practice, but we will be open and receptive to whatever the body may be trying to tell us, to communicate with us. To be receptive to whatever the universe is trying to communicate with us. Trusting that if we put our faith and our desires out into the universe, that all of those desires will be manifested, that they are already on their way towards you. All that you must do is release those things that are blocking the manifestations from arriving. Continuing to breathe, feeling into the body, into the breath. Feeling into the intention that we've set to be receptive, to let go. And then letting that intention float out into the universe. As we draw our hands together at heart center, dip the chin, and slowly blink the eyes open to come back to our seat. From here, take the hands face down now on the knees. Inhale, press the heart space forward and up, gently lifting the chin. Exhale, round through the back, dip the chin, hold on to the knees. Inhale, rock forward, lifting the heart towards the sky, and exhale, rounding back, looking down at the belly button. Inhale, rock forward on the sits bones, and exhale, last time, rounding through the back. Back to center, and as you move forward, also circle around to the left, rolling onto the backs of the sit bones again, and then circling to the right to come back forward in a big circle. Imagine that your tailbone is stirring a big pot of soup, for example, or hot cocoa. And you're just rounding through the body, rolling across the sits bones. Other direction now. This class is all about feeling good, feeling into the body, connecting with our feminine energy, which even if you're a man, you have feminine energy within you. Every being in nature has both masculine and feminine. And so this class is just really tapping into that feminine energy. Coming back to center. Take the right hand down to the mat now, bringing the elbow in towards the side body. Inhale, left arm reaches up and over, side bend. Palm facing down, pinky leading. Inhale, roll through center. Now left hand down, right arm reaches up and over. Ground down through the right sits bones, long line of energy on both sides of the body. Inhale back through center and come back to Sukhasana, easy seat. Now we'll do Chandra Vedana, moon breath. I don't actually know what Vedana means, but it's a grounding breath. It stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, so the rest and relaxation nervous system. So you'll take your right hand. You can also do this with your left hand if you're left-handed, but I'm right-handed. So take your right hand and you'll bend in the middle and the index finger, taking the pinky finger and the thumb to the nostrils, in the direction of the nostrils. We'll breathe in through the left nostril by blocking the right nostril, and then breathe out through the right nostril by blocking the left. And then we'll block the right again and breathe in through the left, out through the right, in through the left, out through the right. So do this a few times. I'll lead you through the first few. Chandra Vedana, or Vedana. Sanskrit's a little bit weak here. All right, so taking your fingers, exhale all the air out of the nose. Gently press into the space above the right nostril. Inhale in through the left for a count of 3. Now take your pinky finger, block the left nostril, and exhale out the right for a count of 3. Block the right nostril again, opening the left. Inhale for 3. Block the left, open the right, exhale for 3. Block the right, inhale through the left. Block the left, exhale through the right. And continue like this. Left. Right. A few more like this on your own. Continue to count the breaths to 3. You can also go longer if you'd like. In through the left, out through the right. 3 more rounds of breath. Last one. And release the hand onto the lap. Keep the eyes closed. Gently dip the chin and begin to notice how perhaps your body might feel different after this pranayama practice. Taking a few breaths here just to be present with the after effects. And release, blink the eyes open. Walk the hands towards the front of the mat, come onto the knees into tabletop. Spread the fingers wide, knees underneath the hips. Press down into the tops of the feet. Lightly engage the core. Inhale, rock the heart space forward, hips to the sky. Cow pose, and exhale, rounding from the tailbone, pressing up across the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, dropping the belly, heart space moves forward and up. Exhale, rounding through the back. Gaze in the direction of the knees. Inhale. And exhale, pressing up towards the sky. Back to center. Inhale, bump the hips over to the right, look over the right shoulder, and then to the left. Back to the right, to the left. Back to center. Take the toes together, knees apart, and press the hips back, bringing the forehead onto the mat, child's pose. Bringing the palms to face each other, shoulders relaxed, hips heavy, forehead pressing firmly into the mat, or perhaps into a block or a cushion if that feels more comfortable for you. Inhale, rock back forward into tabletop. Coming into a strong tabletop, core engaged. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, bring the knee between the elbows. Step or walk it through. Step it between the hands and inhale up, low lunge. Press through the top of the left foot, melting the left shin into the mat. Lift the heart space high. Press through all 4 corners of the right foot. Take a deep breath in and out. And plant the palms. Step it back to tabletop. Bending at the elbows. Bring the belly to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press it back to tabletop. Inhale, left leg kicks back. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, low lunge. Press through the top of the right foot. Lifting the torso high, smile. Hands above the head, energetic, or perhaps on the hips. Maybe at prayer in front of the heart. Yogi's choice, low lunge. Nice stretch for the front of the right thigh. Big inhale here. And exhale, plant the palms. Step it back, tabletop. Bring the belly to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press it back to downward facing dog this time. First downward dog of the day. Keep the knees bent, lift the hips high, spread the fingers wide, create more space between the shoulders and the ears. Dip the chin slightly, find a lot of length in the back of the neck. And if you feel called to, you can begin to straighten one leg and then the other, pedaling through the feet. Shake the head no. Crown of the head in the direction of the mat. And then come to stillness in your downward dog, wherever you may be. Coming back to the breath. Perhaps envisioning a ball of light, an orb of light, moving up and down the spine as you breathe. Through your central nervous system, your energetic nervous system. Excellent. Now bend the knees deeply once again. Look between the hands and walk baby steps all the way to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Again, bend the knees. Dip the chin, inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Reach the hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Inhale, swoop the arms up towards the sky. Take the right hand to the left wrist, side bend over to the right. So press down through the left foot in particular. Finding a lot of length on both sides of the body. Inhale back to center, switching sides. Grab the right wrist with the left hand now. Side bend to the left. Inhale back to center. Bring the hands to the side. Tadasana at the front of the mat. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift the heart. Lift the crown of the head, but gently dip the chin. And I invite you to take here what is known as Apana mudra. So this mudra, or hand gesture, is where you take your middle and ring finger together to touch the thumb. So your index finger and your pinkies are still long, almost like a toro. Index finger long, pinky long, middle and ring finger touching the thumb. Open the palms towards the front of the mat, utilizing this mudra to really press the energy down. So in this more feminine practice, we're not lifting the energy up to the heavens like we often do in interval style yoga classes. We're really grounding that energy down back into the earth, back through the feet in this case. And Apana mudra is linked with our elimination. So yes, constipation, anything coming out of the body, including our menstrual cycle for us women. So utilizing this really is pressing energy, nutrition, unused things, or things that no longer serve a purpose out of the body. So as we continue to breathe here at the front of the mat, we'll use this mudra with the intention that we had at the beginning of practice to not push or strive, but be receptive to what our body is trying to communicate with us, to what the universe is trying to communicate with us, and allowing this mudra to support in the elimination of things that no longer serve. Staying here, focusing on the breath. Inhaling through the nose, sighing through the mouth. Releasing anything that no longer serves. Two more big breaths here. Last one. Release the mudra, shake out the hands, the arms. Inhale, reach towards the sky. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step the left leg back now. Inhale, come up, high lunge. Strong high lunge. Even though this is a grounding, more feminine practice, I don't see why we can't have some strength involved in it. The back leg is stick straight. Bend a little more deeply into the right knee. Press the left heel away from you. Engage the core. Lift through the crown of the head. Take the right hand to the right hip now. Reach up and over with the left arm. Maybe look under the left shoulder. Smile. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, plant the palms. Step it back to plank. Belly to the mat. Inhale, cobra, lifting the heart forward and up. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other. Press through the tops of the feet. Exhale, press it back to downward facing dog. Big breath here. Resting pose. Inhale, come on to the toes, bend the knees. Exhale, walk all the way to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Dip the chin, bend the knees, and roll all the way up to standing. Reach for the sky. Exhale, press the airway. Inhale, reach. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step the right foot back now. Inhale up, high lunge. Right leg is stick straight, pressing the right hip forward, left hip back. Strong high lunge. Bend more deeply into the left leg, if you can. And take the left hand to the left hip, reach up and over. Maybe look under the right arm. Bend into the left knee. Smile. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, plant the palms. Step it back. Plank. Bring the belly to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, press it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, walk forward to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, swoop all the way up to standing. Hands kiss above the head. Exhale, press the airway. Inhale, swoop up towards the sky. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step the left leg back this time. Inhale up, high lunge. Take the hands to prayer now. Take the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Prayer twist. Press through the left heel, maybe look over the right shoulder. Inhale, grow taller along the spine, and exhale, twist a little deeper through the torso. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back, plank, chaturanga if you choose, upward dog or cobra to downward facing dog. Inhale, walk to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold, crown towards the floor. Inhale, swoop the arms all the way up to kiss above the head, and exhale, press the airway. Inhale, reach towards the moon or the no moon, new moon. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step the right foot back. Inhale, up, high lunge. Big breath here. Hands to prayer. Take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee now. Prayer twist. Press the right heel away from you. Maybe look over the left shoulder. Bend more deeply into the left knee. Inhale, come back up, high lunge. Exhale, plant the palms, Vinyasa. To downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts this time. Open the hip, point the toes towards the ceiling. Ground down through the left foot, square the shoulders. Now bend the right knee, lift the right knee high to the sky. Choice to stay here or drop the right foot behind you now, flip the hips, come into Wild Thing. Coming back to three-legged dog. Step the right foot down. Inhale, left foot lifts now. Open the hip, point the toe towards the sky. Try to square the shoulders. Now bend the left knee, lift the knee high. Option to stay here or drop the left foot behind you, flip the hips, Wild Thing. Coming back to three-legged dog now. Step it down, downward facing dog. Take the left hand to the center of the mat, reach the right hand in the direction of the left ankle. Look under the left arm. Twist. Press firmly into the left hand. Switching sides, right hand now in the center of the mat, left hand in the direction of the right ankle. It can be the right thigh as well, you don't need to grab onto the ankle. Pressing firmly through all 5 fingers of the right hand. And back to center, downward dog. Now walk the hands to the back of the room. Bring the feet, toes pointing out, heels closer together. Sink the hips down, come into yogic squat. At the back of the room. Hands to prayer. Back of the mat, rather. Suppose it could also be the back of the room. Hands to prayer, press the elbows into the knees, sink the hips, lift the crown of the head, dip the chin. Coming back to our intention. What must we let go in order to be available for our manifestations, our desires to manifest? Lengthening the breath. Finding a moment of ease, even in places where you may struggle. Take the right hand now to the outside of the right foot, reach the left hand up, twist, look towards the sky. Perhaps clasp behind if that's available in your body, otherwise no worries. Release, come back to center, hands at prayer. Now take the left hand to the outside of the left foot, reach the right arm up to the sky. Maybe clasp. Notice that one side is different than the other, and that is the beauty of nature. Nothing is symmetric. Nothing is perfect. Back to center, hands to prayer. Big breath in. Big breath out. Take the hands to the mat now and walk them forward, grounding through the hips so you come into a rounded back. Stretching all along the back body. Inhale, come back up and bring the bum onto the mat. And we'll do something here. It's called a rabbit pose variation because I don't have the anatomical structure to do rabbit pose, the original. So come to sit on your bum, soles of the feet on the mat, knees bent. Take the right hand back behind the right shin and come to grab the left shin with the right hand. So you're kind of tying yourself into a knot, okay? Right hand underneath right leg, grab the left shin. Left hand underneath left leg, grab the right shin. Okay, so now you're locked and loaded in your pretzel shape. So find your way there. And then you walk your feet in as close as you can to you, rounding through the lower back, dip the chin, bring the forehead towards the knee. So this gives you a really nice stretch all along the back body. It feels super good. Inhale, come back up. We'll do it one more time. You might want to switch which hand was on top just to make it even. And then also notice that it's a little bit more difficult when you do it that way. Coming onto your sits bones, then rolling backwards, using your feet and your hands as a leverage point so you don't roll out of it. Dip the chin, forehead towards the knees, and stretch all along the back body. Maybe getting a nice stretch in the shoulders. That's where I'm feeling it. Let me know in the comments where you are feeling it, or if this pose felt good in your body. This one is a fairly new discovery for me, so I'm really enjoying practicing it. All right, coming back up, roll the shoulders a little bit maybe, coming back to your neutral spine, and then take the left foot into the right thigh, right foot reaches forward, face the right foot first, okay? Inhale, reach both hands up towards the sky, exhale, forward fold, Janushirasana, forehead to knee pose. Flex the right foot, and no need to make your way to the foot. You can always grab onto your shin here. Maybe even keep a micro bend in the right knee. Find a place where you feel a good stretch in the hamstring, and maybe a little bit in the back, in the left side body. Awesome, stay here, or we can deepen it by coming back up. Take the left hand, wrap it around. You might need to open the hip a little bit, if you got short arms like me, to grab the right thigh with the left hand. From here, you'll walk your body back towards the right foot, keeping the bind with the left hand. But no need to find this bind, you can stay where you were before. I just wanted to try out something new. Inhale, come back up. Let's try the other side. Take the right hand back around. Try to grab the left thigh if you can. And inhale, get long, get length in the spine, and exhale, forward fold over the right leg again. Noticing how each of these is a little bit different. Awesome, come back up, switch sides. Left leg long, right foot in the left thigh. Face the left foot this time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Janushirasana, again noticing that each side might be different. Option to stay here or walk your hands back in. Take the right hand now around to the left thigh, maybe opening the hip a little bit, and then reach for the left leg. Clasped Janushirasana. Coming back up, returning towards that left leg, taking the left hand now, trying to reach the right thigh, and forward fold. Trying new things. If it's not available in your body, it's totally fine. Come back up. Bring the soles of the feet together now, but take them a little bit farther away from you than you normally would. So you're creating a diamond shape with your thighs rather than like a squished diamond shape. And bring the soles of the feet together if you're able to, bring the backs of your hands down onto the mat and forward fold over the feet. Maybe grab a block to place between your head and your feet. And we'll just hang out here for a few breaths in this Yin-style forward fold. Grounding down through the sits bones, and letting the head be heavy, the body, the torso be heavy. Releasing the need to hold it all together. Lengthening the breath. Slowing the breath. Perhaps coming back to that visualization of the orb of light moving up and down the spine with the breath. Up on the inhale and down on the exhale. Rolling along the spine. And releasing the tension. Bringing light to darkened areas. Bringing peace to the body. If you have the time, feel free to stay here for longer. Otherwise, dip the chin, begin to walk the hands back in, keeping the head heavy. Head is the last thing to come up, and finally roll up to a seat. Now, I was obviously in a different position on my mat due to my cat. So come to lay down on the mat, however you get there. Soles of the feet on the mat, as wide as the mat, knees together. Take your hands wide. Take a moment to feel how it feels to find this moment of stillness on the mat. Knowing that your mat is there to support you through all the ups and downs on your way to calling in all of your desires. Option to stay here, or if you would like, you can roll the feet up over the head, coming into plow pose. Make sure you shimmy the shoulders up underneath and together. Nail side of the feet in the direction of the mat. No need to come all the way. Take your hands to your lower back and give yourself some support. If you are coming all the way, press the tops of the toes into the mat. Find length in the back of the legs, in the spine, even here. Maybe bring the hands to clasp behind the back, pressing down into the mat. Now take the hands back to the lower back if you had moved them, and roll halfway out of your plow pose, coming into supported shoulder stand. So your hands are the support on your lower back. Lift your toes up towards the sky, keeping the legs straight. Squeeze the elbows towards each other. And you're kind of just using your arms as your hands as a seat almost, or like a block. Otherwise, you can come into full shoulder stand. Wherever you are, come back into plow for just a moment. Press your hands onto the mat and slowly roll out. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a hug. Gently roll left and right, massaging the lower back. Kick the left leg long, right knee into the chest. A few ankle rolls, first in one direction and then the other. And bring the right knee in towards the right armpit. Grounding down through the left leg. Take a deep breath here, in and out. Now take the left hand to the right knee over to the left. Reach the right arm out to the right side, maybe bend at the elbow, and look over your right shoulder. If that feels good in your body. Inhale, roll through center. Take the right leg long now, left knee in the direction of the chest. Ankle rolls first one way and then the other. And bring the left knee in towards the left armpit, pressing down through the right foot, right leg. Now left hand and right knee, supine twist. Relax the body and let gravity take over. Inhale back through center. Take both legs long now, wide as the mat, wider than the mat maybe. Hands to the left and the right, back of the hands on the floor beside the mat. Palms to the sky, receptive, body open and receptive. Shimmy the shoulders underneath the heart space, lengthen the tailbone towards the heels. And come into Shavasana, our final resting pose. Allow the intention that you set at the beginning of the practice to flicker through the mind's eye one last time before we exhale and release it out into the universe. Knowing that our intention will be met on the mat and in our lives. Stay here in Shavasana for as long as you're able, allowing the breath to be natural and the mind and the body to be still. Open and receptive. I'll see you next time. From my heart to yours, Namaste.
you.